Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Handmade Hangouts, episode 3.
When do you think we're going to lose count?
Probably next week. I'm going to be honest, I didn't think about it before I started that intro, so I was like, all right. And I took a second right when you were like, all right, rolling.
Right.
I was like, wow, how many have we done?
That's going to get rough around like 8.
Yeah.
Where we go? Was that 7? Was that 8?
Like Amin said, I'm surprised we made it this far.
Yeah. I'm really proud of us. I didn't think we'd make it this far. In terms of like doing them consistently.
How many did we
Super
get
proud.
last time we tried to podcast?
2.
Really?
We
So
did.
this is our
Really?
record.
We didn't even put out 2.
Yeah, we did.
Oh,
We put out 2.
okay, never mind.
Wow, that's actually
New
Didn't
record.
we do one, but then not put it out because
Yes.
it was just like
It was bad.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
And we didn't even do video last time.
No, so
This is...
this is just way better.
Oh.
So I think before we get started, there's like a couple things I want to mention. So if you're listening on Anchor, you're able to subscribe and support our podcast, and you can make a donation too, which is sick. So then we can buy stuff like cables.
pretty cool.
They're expensive,
They
guys.
are expensive. They're
Very
like $30
expensive.
to $60 depending on what brand you get. And one of ours is broken. Let's go. All right, musicians. But yeah, no, if you want to support us and help this keep going, help us keep talking, feel free.
That would be cool.
It's like OnlyFans, but for podcasts.
but for
It's
speech.
OnlyFans, but you don't get nudes, so there's no benefit here.
Exactly.
But please still send it anyway.
Well, the benefit is you get to hear us talk about absolutely everything.
Yeah.
Boom.
Speaking of, send us topics if you want to hear us talk about something specific.
like that.
That's a
Yeah.
fun one. We should definitely do a
Mhm.
poll, maybe on Instagram.
Yeah.
Hey, we're doing a podcast. What do you want to hear us talk about?
Do a little Twitter
Ooh, Twitter action.
action.
That'd be good.
Also, you can send us photos and videos just to get our reaction. If you're just like, hey, what do you think of this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Throw it out. It could be a song even.
Ooh. Oh, Mason wanted to
Ooh,
start
that's kinda
Song of
cool.
the
I
Week.
did want to start Song of the Week.
Cool.
Let's hear it. What's this week's?
This week's Song of the Week is Party Rock Anthem by LMFAO.
Okay.
Well, we have to cover a lot of time. We
Oh,
only just started doing
yeah.
the podcast.
Yeah, so we have to
I get
go
it.
through all
Go
the
through the
years, right? Like you
ages.
can't just you can't be like, all right, the new Justin Bieber song.
No.
We'll
You
get
gotta
there.
go. You gotta start with the classics.
Right.
Yeah. So
Not the classics.
Next week is Symphony Number 9. But
by Beethoven.
yeah,
All right.
Very nice. Okay, cool.
What are we
Right
talking
now.
about?
Amin's job.
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
of course.
I know we talked about a little bit about
Yeah.
it last week, of course, but
How's it going?
yeah.
Okay.
First of all, you got the job.
Yes.
Mm.
So
Congrats.
since the last podcast, thank you. Since the last podcast, I got the job. It's been pretty interesting. They have this thing. Okay, just to kind of explain, I'm basically doing like telemarketing. Okay, so I'm not gonna throw in any names or anything because in the unlikely event that they find this, but probably won't happen. But I just won't use any names anyways. So I work for a company now that essentially does social media marketing for real estate agents. Super exciting stuff. So basically, what I do for 8 hours is I arrive at my desk, at my cubicle. It's not a desk. Much lesser than a desk. It's a comfortable chair. I pick up the phone and I just call people all day. And so,
I have a question.
oh yeah, what's up?
Have you decorated your cubicle yet?
No,
Okay.
I've spilled a bunch of coffee on it and it's
We
stained.
should frame a picture of us.
I was thinking of giving you things to decorate.
That'd
like,
be fun.
like maybe a really weird framed picture of the 4 of us.
Sure,
Okay, cool.
I like that.
Keep going. Keep going.
Anyway, so basically all I do, during my shift, which is like 8 hours, is call people and try to sell our social media, our packages, essentially. And it's really hard because no one wants to buy shit from you over the phone for obvious reasons. And it's really interesting because if I ever get a telemarketing call, I close it immediately.
Yeah.
So I'm actually surprised that people will hear me out sometimes.
Now,
It's shocking.
now that you have this job,
Mhm.
do you think that if a telemarketer were to call him, you'd give him the time of day?
No, I wouldn't.
Okay.
All right.
Because now I know what it's like. You know what I would do? As I get better, I'd listen to the pitch and then give him tips.
Oh,
or
wow.
her. I'd be like, oh, cool. Feels like you're reading like this sentence a bit too much. Try harder. Don't try as
harder next
hard.
time.
Sorry, don't try as hard next
Try
time.
harder.
Be better.
Oh my
But
god.
anyways, I was talking to the boys here about some of my other coworkers. There is one in particular. Her name is we'll call her Stephanie. Okay,
Nice.
just to be safe.
Nice.
And
I wish you could say original
like I
name
probably
though,
could,
because
but
it's so fitting.
it feels
yeah,
right.
Yeah.
Feels right.
Well, I'm just gonna avoid it. She's inspiring. Okay, she sits right next to me, and she is getting sales left and right, and it's kind of crazy. Just like hearing her talk, like I just want to buy something from her. Like whatever she's selling to this other person, I just want to throw a couple bucks and be like, just give it to me.
Is it like her like tone of voice,
Yeah.
or is it like the way
It's-
what she's saying?
It's her tone of voice and the spaces between her words are perfect. There's something about it. I don't know. And when she's talking to people, sometimes I just stop calling and I'm just like listening and I'm like, wow. It's very cool.
That's beautiful.
Anyways, I just want to give one example of a call I overheard from her while training. You know, that they showed us a couple examples, and one lady ended the call with, "Oh, I have no idea what I'm buying from you, but I'm super excited. Here's my card info." And that was like a moment where I was just like, "Holy fuck." Anything is possible.
That woman said, "I have no idea what
Yep.
I'm buying, but I'm excited."
She literally said that.
She probably didn't even have social media. She was probably like,
Well, that's
here's
why
my-
she needs the package.
Dude.
"Well, it's for people who like have it, right?"
So,
We don't have to get into the details of it.
yeah, but what like a lot of people will have like, you know, business pages, but they just don't
Yeah.
post on them because like
Okay.
it's hard to
Right.
have content in any like industry. But you know, and if you're not like a creative person, like you're not artsy at all, like you're not gonna post shit. Like, so yeah, that's my job. I'm on day. What am I on day 3?
Nice.
Yeah, made a couple sales. It's pretty satisfying. There's like a high that comes along with it. That's
Oh,
like
yeah.
super fun.
Especially, I bet like you do hundreds of calls
Yeah.
and like you're not getting anything.
It's a lot of rejection, which is interesting.
Well, obviously, I
It's
mean,
like
like
slot machines.
Mm-hmm.
everyone's
crazy.
experienced a telemarketer.
like
And
gambling.
it's kind of like the Hunger Games or some shit sometimes because here's the thing: we're all like in this big room, okay, and all
Yeah.
these these cubicles and like the hospital ass lighting and shit, and then there's this big screen in the front of the room, okay, and it's got everyone's names.
Wow.
And it's literally like rankings.
That's
Okay.
awesome.
And so it's like the number of sales that you've done this week. And so there's like Monday through Friday and the numbers you did every week. And Stephanie's always at the top.
Stephanie.
She's a savage.
This is
Gotcha.
Yeah, yeah.
Sorry, learning the name.
Yeah. But it's pretty crazy. It honestly makes it a little bit more fun.
Yeah.
You know what
just
that
to be-
reminds me of?
Yeah, what's up?
Monsters Inc. The
Yeah.
giant
Yeah,
screen
yeah.
of the doors.
Yeah. Is it like Monsters Inc?
Would you like Monsters Inc?
I don't remember anything about that movie.
Okay.
And would you
Uncultured.
consider? Are we comparing Stephanie to the lizard guy?
Sounds like it.
I don't know.
She seems way
was
nicer.
Was he evil or something?
Arch enemy.
Yeah, no, she's super chill. And
Or
I
is
realized,
she?
Hold up. I realized that the way she talks in person is the same. Like her voice is the same when she sells too. She's just one of these people like that's just born with this like tone and like cadence that's just like perfect.
Yeah.
She's insane. Sorry.
I was gonna say, she's probably Sully, the main
The main character.
guy, and Amin's probably the guy with the sock on him in the beginning. For now.
Right.
Anyways, yeah, I'm chilling. I'm okay with it for now because I get to just like sit down and kind of recline in my comfy chair and just talk to people all day. And no one's been rude to me so far, which is pretty chill.
That's great.
Yeah.
So on the subject of like successful, I have a really deep question that I feel like everyone should answer.
Okay.
Okay. So we all would probably agree that Stephanie is very successful at her job, at least. Now, in like everyday life, what do you consider success? Like, at what point would you, if someone's like, "Oh, do you feel successful?" You would just say yes.
If I was just making a living doing something that I just wanted to do, like I wasn't, what's the term? Like, when you like you're doing something, but like you don't love it, but you're just kind of like sucking it up and just doing it anyway because you have to.
Mhm.
Yeah.
What's like the term for that? I don't know. Oh, settling.
Settle.
Okay,
Settle.
there we go.
Right.
That's the word.
When I'm like not settling at all,
Yeah.
and there's like that feeling of like, okay, I'm just gonna deal with this is like totally gone. That's when I'm like successful
Right.
and I'm
So-
like living comfortably.
So if you were killing this sales job,
Yeah.
you're crushing Stephanie in the sales. Would you consider yourself successful at that point, or still no?
Not really, because that's not what I want to do with the rest of my life. You know,
Okay.
I'd be like, oh, I'm making good money, but like that's it.
I think that's the debate that everyone has. It's like, do you do something that makes you a lot of money that you're unhappy with, or do you still work at something even if you're not making money in order to try and make money from that? And then hopefully one day you make money from that.
Intense.
I don't know. It's just like I'm obviously down to have a day job now because it allows me to keep pursuing what I really want to do, which is music, obviously.
Yep.
And so like having a job allows me to throw money for a new mixer, for our rehearsals or something. And like it all kind of just like ties in together. But eventually I just don't want to have to do any of that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Speaking of like making money as a musician, I don't know if people fully understand how that works. I want to bring up an article that was written about Mason one time.
Oh yeah. Oh
That's
yeah.
great.
Yeah.
Okay, so someone wrote an article about Mason and like the band in general, right? And they fully, after we'd put out Through You, we got like 100,000 streams. And they said that Mason himself
Just me.
alone made $100,000 through the band.
It was basically like one of those kind of like pages, like when you look up Matt Damon net worth, and then it gives you like their birth date, like a fun fact about them and their net worth. It's like one of those.
Yeah.
And it was it was like a blog page
Yeah.
kind of, you know.
Yeah.
And I was like, where are they pulling these numbers from? Because we've
I
got
didn't get asked.
Yeah, and Mason's like, I haven't seen a
Just
cent of that.
Complete speculation.
All right, guys, I have a confession.
This was like before Amin was even in the band. And he's like, I took it. It was on me.
Sorry.
No, but just to be clear, like, we make 0.004 cents per stream.
I thought it was 0.006.
Depends.
We do 0.0058 right now.
Okay, so that's what we're at right now.
Pretty good.
Another
Which is
thing,
like-
another
it's
thing to
like-
put
it's
it
like
in
nothing.
perspective. We had overall for all our songs, we have over 1 million streams, and whatever, you know, it is.
Yeah.
That's whatever it is. But last time I got paid from ASCAP, I got $2.
Yep.
Yeah,
Mhm.
There you go.
me too. I got like 3 or 4,
Yeah.
and that was it. So, like, I really don't think people understand how little money you actually make from streaming right now. And that, like, it is so important to be buying music when possible, buying merch when possible, but like
Going to shows when they.
more than anything else,
Yeah.
merch and shows are where we get all of our money from.
When we were
We're
getting
really
money.
just a glorified like clothing line that plays shows on the side.
Yeah.
At this point, that's what it
it's
is.
turned into for sure, which is crazy. But we were joking because we got an email, right, from someone who was wanting to promote us essentially. And we were talking it over in our like group chat. And we were talking about how, oh, like they're probably going to ask for like $3,000 to promote our like music and like try and help us on like a marketing side, right? And the first thought is like, okay, we've got $100 total. We don't actually get $1 per stream. Fun fact. So like, what can you do with $100? Like, it doesn't matter. But yeah, that's why you have to do. That's why we do side jobs.
Did we end up replying to that email?
Nope,
Oh, sick.
we will.
I would hope so.
You got drafted out. You got sound
Yeah, I mean, it was
professional.
yesterday.
They work with a bunch of bands that I really like, which was exciting. So hopefully that works out, but I don't know.
Hopefully we don't have to pay a bunch of money.
Yes, that would be ideal.
So I think it's funny because when you started an email with like, seeing as you're a growing band or up and coming band, like if you start the email with that, you should know we don't have $3,000 to drop. Like, even with a day job, I can't spend like
Nope.
with us splitting it. Like, we can't drop that money.
It's very unrealistic.
I think we end up fooling a lot of people because we have a good amount of quality.
Yeah.
And so people assume that we're able to invest a lot into the business, and that's just not the case. We just try our best.
We're
and
just
somehow
scrapping
we're just barely making it.
I don't think, I really don't think people understand how much we're like scraping by in terms of just getting things out, even just because of the amount of cost that goes into releasing a song. Like there's so much. And then you have to renew that song every year, and you have to pay a fee every single year through certain distribution sites. So like, and that adds up. Like we're not even making hundreds of dollars a month. So to put that into perspective. So like
We were at one point,
But that's
Yeah,
when we were
like,
pumping shows out.
yeah,
yeah,
and merch and all that
merch.
stuff.
Merch
There
was
was-
basically paying for all of the
releases.
all the
Yeah.
releases. So
And also, like what you were saying, Josh, about the quality, we're also like, we have this like network of people that are just like helping us for nothing, and it's
Yeah.
just like most of this is just done by the kindness of the people we know.
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
helping us out,
100%.
and it's not like us,
Yeah. And the times that we do have to pay, that's when it's like, oh God, like
we gotta.
if you're an actual just band starting out, I mean, I remember when we were starting out, I was like, how do I do this? I don't even know what I'm doing in terms of like branding and like making band names. Oh, I have a question for all of you. If you had to rebrand right now, what would your band name be? 10 seconds, go. I mean,
10 seconds?
yeah, go. What's your band
You gotta
name?
give me the week.
Okay.
No.
Cruise control.
I like it.
Boom. There you go.
Josh, go.
I'm gonna reuse like a throwaway band name from when I was a little kid.
That's what I did too.
I nice, dude. Saving Saturn.
Nice.
Pretty cool,
Well,
huh?
that
Whoa.
existed for like a second.
Really?
No, it never existed. It turned into can't remember.
Because one of your old songs that I still have,
Yeah, it was
the band
called-
name has Saving Saturn on it.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, so you
it was a demo. It was a demo.
pursued something.
It was a demo. It got
Yes.
thrown out. It got thrown out. Don't worry about it.
Fuck. I hate.
Go for it.
doing
I
band
had one
names.
earlier, Mason, and I was like, oh, I'm going to bring that up. And I totally blanked on it.
Joy Talk.
You know,
Oh,
I kind of like that.
that's actually kind of nice.
He
Thank
just
you.
took two words and he just
No,
Yeah.
I think I have that in my notes somewhere from one time I was
Joy
like,
Talk.
that's my phone over there. One day I was just like thinking of band names. I was like, nice.
This sounds good.
Sounds good,
Feels
right?
good
It's
out
got a
of
good
the mouth.
ring.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think the word joy, and I mean, it's like, oh God, what's that band name that has joy in it?
Division
Joy Division. I feel like any band name with the word joy.
is now overtaken.
Reminds me of what's the band? Joyride.
I don't
Has
even
that
know
same thing to it.
I feel like any two words that are one syllable work pretty well.
Yeah.
Pretty much. You could pretty much do that with anything.
Yeah.
Go for it, Tucker. You brought it up. You gotta
I'm
bring
trying to
us
think
home.
of two words now. I'd be like, we are. Oh wait, you know what else I thought about? I feel like I wish we had the word "the" in front of our band name sometime, but not our band name, but like
Right.
if we were to rebrand, be
have
like
the
just be like the Salts,
the salt.
just something that's
Yeah.
just one word. Because
then
every
it's like,
time I see,
that's a band.
yeah, there are certain bands I love that every time I see their name, I'm like, it's just so
Like
solid.
the 1975,
The Aces, the Hana,
the band Camino.
Yeah, it just feels
The
so.
only thing that does annoy me
definitive.
about that is that when sometimes in libraries, when you go to look at it, it does like if it was like, yeah, the Strokes, it'll be like Strokes, comma the.
Yeah,
It does that. That makes me mad. I always like something and the something. Like the band is called
Yeah.
something. It's
Benny
always
and the
cool.
Jets,
Nathan. What was that? It was such a
and
long-
for you.
Nathan and for you. No, I don't remember. It.
Yeah, those are solid. Thank you.
Anyways, did you give us a band name?
No,
No, I was like, oh, like
No,
Salts.
he asked all
Oh,
of
the
us
Salts,
the
right.
and
Salts is his
expected us to
input.
just
do
like
it really
anything
quick.
with the in front of it. The spice.
girls.
You know what I'm thinking of right now? I'm just thinking of of our spice cabinet. Like I'm fully just being like
The olive oil.
The
the
oregano.
oregano,
Yeah.
the rosemary, the mint.
Rosemary isn't bad. Rosemary just sounds good.
Ooh, rosemaries are good. Oh, the rosemaries. Wow.
Wow.
I'm just thinking of like food now, though.
The waffles. The Eggos.
The Eggos.
I'm not gonna lie, Tucker and I had a fat plate of waffles before you guys got here.
Yeah.
Cool.
We thought about having a new section of the podcast called Tucker and Mason's section, where we just sit there, eat food for like 30 seconds,
Review
describe
it,
what we're eating,
describe
and then
it.
cut immediately back to the podcast.
Yeah. Let us know what you think about that idea. We'll bring it home to you.
That reminds me of a video I'm going to look up real quick. Feel free to talk amongst yourselves. I'm gonna
Okay.
grab some
All right, we'll
stuff
talk.
real quick.
Today feels sleepy.
It does.
Yeah.
Feels like it should be raining outside, but we live in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
So
You know, I think it was funny how we were talking about when we moved here. That can be like kind of sad because like
yeah.
days that you have a bad day, you kind of want it to rain.
I love rainy days.
Me too. Me too. I've always liked the rain.
I get headaches, so I always don't like it.
I used to like if I was at school and it was raining, sometimes I'd walk home in the rain. Just cause.
Yeah, it's
'Cause Ma-
nice.
It's nice.
Because Mason is the main character.
I'm the main character.
Headphones
I walk
in.
down the street
Yeah. I'd sing a song, but I don't.
Kicking
we
the-
can't put
kicking
songs-
the puddles.
kicking the puddles. Dancing.
like in the end of Step Up 2, The Streets.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is Step Up the Double Dutch movie?
No.
Or is
No,
that the
that's
dance?
Jump In.
That's Jump
Ooh,
In.
Jump In was inspiring. But that
For
movie hit
what?
me hard. Dude.
What did it inspire
did
you
you
to
not watch
do?
that movie and want to double dutch the fuck out of those
No.
double dutch rooms?
I looked at it and I said, that's difficult.
Dude, I really wanted to do that shit. Anyways, I found my video.
If you get self-conscious while eating hot dogs in public, my new invention, the Glizzy Gripper, perfectly hides the hot dog as you shove it into your mouth.
Josh's face of disgust.
Okay.
Well,
let's talk.
I'm just a little confused. Like, what's the point?
I'm
I don't get it.
heated.
Oh, come on,
No,
you
no,
know
no,
what
no,
the
no.
point is.
If you guys would have
I'll tell you
watched
in a
the
second.
video I sent you, you would know. He I'm so mad. I sent you guys this video because I thought it was so funny. He goes, "This is for those people who are uncomfortable eating hot dogs in public." So it hides the hot
okay.
dog that you're eating.
That's funny.
And I think it's so
I'll call it
funny.
Photoshop proofing it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
Josh just has no shame. He doesn't care.
I
don't
think-
either.
Initially.
I think it's one of those. I know that there's a word in Japanese for it. Obviously, I don't know the word, but it means like an object that is very useful but so ridiculous that you would never use it.
So he has a whole page on TikTok called Useless Inventions. And they're incredible. They're so funny. He made one where it's just like a full suitcase only for your phone. So it has like a roller and everything, but only your phone can fit in it. Like it's a plastic
That's kinda
suitcase with
fun.
wheels and everything. And he's
Clever.
like, the next video was like, let me know what else I should add to this invention. What features do you guys want to see?
Charger.
Yeah. Oh, but then it's
That's good.
useful.
Shit.
Yeah. So sorry.
The age-old dilemma.
Yeah.
A charger would be cool on the Glizzy Gripper.
What?
No.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Glizzy Gripper.
I think it's called. I think it was called the Glizzy Gobbler.
What are you charging?
Oh,
The hot dog?
Glizzy, Glizzy
Your
Gobbler.
phone. While you hide
On
the...
the
On the glizzy.
Oh no!
Oh my God.
You can't just combine two things.
Hey, why not? You just...
Oh, condiment dispenser
That's already like a thing.
on the glizzy grip,
Oh, yeah. Okay.
or maybe something that'll scoot it down the.
Oh, that would actually be cool. Kind of like a spring-loaded kind of.
Yeah, like one of those cock guns.
That's a good idea, actually. That's a good idea. Like you know those when you grab a drink from a gas station, right?
Why a gas station?
Anywhere. Well, because they just bear with me. When you grab a drink from a gas station, right, and they're in the fridges, like the doors where you open, and it brings the next drink forward. That's what you need for the
With hot dogs.
with hot dogs. It just slowly puts it in your mouth.
You could be like Matt Stoney.
Maybe
Yeah.
you don't even have to chew. You can just open up your wide. Oh my god! You can open up your mouth real wide. Open up your wide, real mouth,
And
and just let it slide in. Just loosen up.
that was a thing that people were doing. That was a thing people were doing where they would just
the Glizzy Gobbler Challenge.
yeah, they would take full
Oh,
they would take
this is
full
awful.
hot dogs, no bun, and just just shoot down there.
Yeah, now we have
So-
a
They'd see
little
how many they
machine
could
that does
do.
it for you.
Yeah.
Wait, you should put one of those videos in here
All
too.
right, this is that video.
So I saw one where this dude fully eats 3 like of the Glizzys, right?
Right.
I don't think everyone knows what a Glizzy is. A Glizzy's a hot dog. Anyway,
Yeah, but we just talked for like 10 minutes about Glizzys and like no one knows.
no one who's actually listening to this, I feel like, is gonna know what a Glizzy is. But Glizzies are hot dogs. This man eats 3 hot dogs whole without chewing, and then he goes 3 coughs, 1 shoots back out of his throat, and I've never seen anything more wild in my whole life.
Does he do it like on purpose, like he gets it back out, or does it
No,
just,
like
pop
it launched
out?
back out. But it wasn't like he was like throwing up. It was just the one hot dog that came out. Anyway, I thought it was so impressive.
Human body is marvelous.
Marvelous.
Marvel.
I was
we-
gonna
what is
ignore
going
that
on?
for a second, but his little marvelous thing.
Yeah, shut up.
But yeah, eating habits.
Rock City Pizza.
Did we-
Anyway, speaking of things that Mason does wrong, how's the job hunting, dude?
Okay, here's what I'll say. Here's what I'll say. I don't like the segue. First of all, you
Sorry,
can
I just wanted
you
to
can
be me.
you're here. Let's get to here maybe with the attitude. I will say I've applied to a bunch more jobs. I've started writing my own cover letters. Thank you
shouldn't
very
be
much.
Something you're proud of all of a sudden.
Well, I am.
You should have
And
just been doing that.
I don't have a job still.
I will say I'm also looking for another job. I think I got really lucky with my first one.
Yeah,
I
it's
just-
You were
hard.
the first
It's hard.
one with a job. when we
I
moved
was.
here.
I had a job before we moved, but
Mhm.
no places are hiring. Okay.
Yeah.
You know what I'm really
go for
struggling
it.
with?
Go for it,
I'm
big
so
guy.
fucking annoyed. I called my parents the other day because I was like, I don't even know what to do about this because every job I'm applying to that is like, nice one. Every job that I'm applying to that is reasonable, like paying, not even like, oh, I'm getting like $80,000 a year. I'm talking like $40,000 a year, right? Like very average. And like for LA, pays my rent. I can buy food, but like
Food is
can't
nice.
cover
Food is
certain things
nice.
still, right? So I was applying to all these jobs, but all of them are like, you need 4 years of experience. You need 2 years of experience.
This
you
is
need.
the case, yeah.
How am I supposed to get a job like that if I don't have the experience in the first place? And how do I
Nepotism.
get the experience to get that job in the future?
You are supposed to go to college that is specifically tailored to that role, and then you are supposed to do internships throughout your sophomore, junior, and senior year.
I went to a music
Josh.
college.
Dude,
I know.
You got it all wrong. You
What?
got to show up to the interview. You got to shotgun like 4 glizzies down the hatch and be like, now what, huh?
And then launch them back out during the meeting. And they'll be like, you're hired. That's impressive. 4? 4? You did that.
What if you just start lying on your resume?
Okay. So I think this is a thing that a lot of people do, actually. I think multiple people stretch the truth about their
Totally.
resumes. And I started doing that recently because there's no way that these places are going to consider me. Even some of the jobs that are just like personal assistants, right? Like I truly believe I would be a fantastic personal assistant. All of them want like 3 years of like
Yeah.
assistant work. And I'm like, well, you're never going to like, there's never going to be a new assistant.
No one wants to be an assistant for 3 years.
Yeah. I don't even
This
want to
is the
be an
case.
assistant for 3 years. I applied to be like a music producer's assistant. And I was like, this could be sick because it's the field I want to go into. I probably won't get to like sit in on like a ton of the sessions, but at least I'm working in a field where I feel like I'm helping musicians. Whereas everywhere else I've applied is like personal assistants for like these really, really rich people and like
doctors.
Yeah, and who have
Seen a lot
such
of
busy
doctors.
lifestyles. They just want me to like pick up their laundry and like take their dogs out for walks and like,
I'd be fine with that.
dude,
I do that anyways.
me too. 20, like most of them pay like $20 an hour. But for having 3 years of experience, not worth it.
I've been looking at valet
Oh.
That's good.
because I can drive stick,
Mm-hmm.
which is half of it. I have a very
That is half
clean
of it.
driving record. I drive like a grandma half the time.
Right.
You got pulled over though.
But for driving like a grandma.
Well, I'm just saying. I didn't.
That's not fair.
Anyway. But yeah. Screw that. Applying for jobs is hard.
Yeah.
And I have a job, but like I need something that pays like slightly more or has better hours. Yep.
The valet I was looking for, guess what it was for?
What?
A grocery store.
A grocery store
Ooh,
valet.
That's bougie.
What grocery store?
It's called I don't know how to pronounce it. It's like Erewhon.
That's exactly what it is. Erewhon's a very like it's like the Whole Foods.
Yeah.
It's like
It's all,
very
like,
nice.
Local farmers and
So like Whole Foods looks like Walmart compared to this place.
sure, yeah.
Like your apples cost $10 each.
yeah.
Like
What's
above,
the point?
I mean
um,
it's all they're like super green, super like
Local?
local.
Oh.
Yeah, like
supporting,
think like if you are a
farmers and-
super rich person who's really wants like no GMOs, no like that kind of
Got you. Okay. Word.
yeah.
Well, that's fun. Also, you'd get to drive so many fun cars.
to the parking
lot.
spot.
Yeah.
Stand
sick.
out in the sun a little bit, get a tan.
Yeah. Tips.
Tips.
I actually tried the we were talking about getting jobs at the zoo.
You
I
tried?
looked. I
You
looked.
tried?
They're not hiring. They are actually hiring like an animal doctor, but I didn't think that
You don't think you can stretch your resume enough?
I might have some work experience that falls in line.
I have a dog. He's thrown up a couple times, and I gave him. I let him eat the grass.
I worked
outside.
in the studios at Berkeley, and
Mm-hmm.
tending to a studio is just like tending to a panda.
That's right. Windex. You know.
Clean the glass.
I like the comparison.
Yeah.
That's good.
Mm-hmm. Well, you know, we tried.
We did try. We all talked about working at the zoo because that
As a
would be
unit.
hilarious if all three of us, or four, I mean, if you wanted to get in on this,
It sounds tempting.
worked at the zoo.
Could you imagine us all like just running around the zoo with like khaki shorts?
Oh my god, I already have like the
Honestly, working at a
zookeeper
zoo
fit.
is low-key terrifying. Like you have to get in the exhibit.
Well,
or in
no,
the
I don't think
cage,
so.
Like,
I think that because we have no like we don't have
experience.
any experience. Also, I think you have to go to
Skills.
school for that.
Yeah, I don't think they let everyone who works at the zoo.
Oh, I thought we
I
were
think
gonna, like,
basically
actually
you're
take
just
care of the
cleaning up
animals.
things,
Oh.
working at like, you know, little boutiques that are in the zoo, like
Yeah,
things like
gotcha,
that.
gotcha.
Yeah.
taking out trash.
Too much
Accepting
COVID risk
tickets.
for me. So many people at the zoo.
It was like kind of dead when we went.
Yeah.
And there's like a lot of precautions that they're taking to prevent spread.
Yeah, they shut down every single like enclosed space.
anything inside basically
Yeah.
is.
All like the inside, like the lizard lair or whatever they called it, but also like they had like these exhibits where it was like three things around each other and there's like a roof over it and they just shut the whole thing down.
Yep.
It's crazy.
I like how we're back on the zoo.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can't get
keep
enough
talking
of it.
about
Get away
jobs.
from
Do you guys
it.
want to go next week?
We're definitely gonna
Yeah,
go.
we'll
Oh,
totally
dude,
go.
let's go
You wanna go?
tomorrow.
We got to book. You got to book your
Oh.
spot right now.
Oh,
You know what else we should do next week?
what?
Use our
New.
New
This is
rehearsal
exciting.
room.
This is a
Good
good
way.
one.
Okay.
Oh my
After
God.
the zoo.
After we go to the zoo and get sweaty, let's go use our brand new.
Mm-hmm.
Rehearsal.
space.
So this is exciting. Should we like talk
We're
about?
a
I'm just gonna-
band.
Yeah.
Wait.
So
Wait, can I try something real quick?
yeah, go for it.
Rehearsal space. Post.
Okay. Nice. That was sick, dude. How'd you do that?
Final cut.
Nice. Okay, so we got this space to rehearse, right? Some might call it a rehearsal space. obviously.
Rehearsal space.
Yeah, we get it. You have plugins. That's cool.
I didn't put it on that one.
Oh, okay, cool.
All right, so
It's comedy. It's
the
built in.
last time we got to rehearse was like 4 months ago, right?
It's been a while.
Maybe like 3 months ago.
I don't even remember our last rehearsal.
It was
School of
oh,
Rock.
School
We
of
talked
Rock.
about it last
Oh
week.
my God, I forgot.
Right
I
here.
forgot.
yeah. So and last week we talked about getting a rehearsal space.
We
So
did it.
We did it. We accomplished it.
See, we ain't that bad.
So this room is like what?
Getting stuff done.
It's like
still.
11 by 10 with like a door cut in, right?
Mm-hmm.
So for those of you who don't know, that's like really small, but we finally set up our in-ear monitor unit. And for those of you who don't know, that basically means that no guitars will be playing like out loud. It'll all be into our little monitor packs that we'll hold on our belts and then through our like headphones essentially. Or in-ear
same,
monitors.
same with vocals.
Yeah, if you're ever watching a show at like any
Slightly large.
any arena, really,
Yeah.
all the headphones that all the artists are wearing, that's what they're using,
They're just using the
so they can actually hear themselves.
yeah, exactly.
Basically, in the room, all you're hearing is drums. It's sort of like if you ever watch those like videos where they take music videos and then they show like what it sounds like in the room, and it's just like it just sounds like drums
Yeah.
and like weird. That's what it sounds
That's what
like.
drum sounds like. Yeah.
No, actually, they're about a billion times louder and deafening.
Does anyone have one from like when we were doing
Bloom.
Through You?
In Bloom.
In Bloom.
In Bloom was so loud because we were doing it.
Do we have a video of that somewhere?
Yeah.
They probably like the friends that let us use their apartment for that video probably like instantly regretted it. The second we did the first take, and
we
they were like,
told them
"Oh shit!"
many of times that it would be very loud.
Yeah, and they were like, "No, we want you to do it in our apartment." And I was like, "No, I don't think you understand. It's gonna be like deafeningly loud
Yeah.
because there's nothing that's blocking the sound. Your whole room is like wood.
The whole the whole room was open,
Super
and there was
reflective.
a curve to the wall, so you had this like like slapback thing going. It was crazy.
Yeah. So we get to rehearse next week, and this is very exciting. And this is the first time we'll get to rehearse like this too. So we don't have like necessarily the space that we would ideally want in the future, so we can practice like performing, but we have enough space to actually play.
Yep. And it's open 24 hours, so we can just go whenever we want. It's pretty great.
2 a.m. Let's do it.
Anytime.
That being said, a lot more content is going to be music related, which is really exciting.
Pretty cool. I like music. We're a band.
We are a band, and I feel like, we've been putting out a lot of music, but the main thing that we're able to do as a band is just record right now. So, like, I'm so excited because I was telling, I don't know who I was telling, maybe it was all of you. Practicing and, like, performing is such a release for me that, like, when I leave, I feel good. I'm exhausted, but, like, in the best way.
I think playing it is 75% of it for me.
Yeah. Yep.
I would agree.
And we haven't played in a long
Months.
time.
Yeah.
We're gonna
Long.
suck.
We're going to be so bad for, like, a second.
Yeah.
But we're also going to get better so fast because you will hear every single mistake
Yeah.
with these monitors. This is so exciting. Wow.
Wow, very
Wow.
nice.
Really
cool.
Also, the guy that manages the all the studios, do you remember his name? Super cool guy.
David.
Oh, David or
No, stop. Just his name is David.
oh, okay, David. Right. Sorry, my bad.
His privacy.
Yeah, sorry. All right. The guy that runs the rehearsal room, David. He's super cool. I like him. Swell
He's
guy.
very cool.
Very nice.
Thought he was chill. Gave us keychains.
Yeah. We read the entire contract with him.
Yeah.
That's what most places do.
I didn't think
I get it. There's some
You read it really
musicians are
fast,
weird
too.
people,
that's
dude.
true.
Dude, they'll
The stories he was telling us, man. Oh my
Crazy.
God.
wait,
how
can
do-
I? Are we? Yeah.
Yeah.
So
We don't know anything.
I don't know it. Yeah. We don't know anything. So obviously one of the sections on this is that you can't like bring weapons into the practice space, right? Because why? And on the list, he's like listing all of these weapons. He's like swords,
Throwing knives.
throwing
Machetes.
knives,
Throwing stars, I mean.
throwing stars, machetes, explosives, and we were like, explosives?
Do you really have to write all this down?
And he's like, you guys have no idea. I've found all of these things in the practice spaces. Like, he was saying that some dude brought in, I guess when you go like shooting for fun, you have certain things that you like mix chemicals together, and when you shoot it, it blows up, right? Some dude just had like a full case of it in his
Just
rehearsal
hanging out.
space.
Mm-hmm.
So like, what? Anyway,
I don't know.
I don't
What
know.
are you
What are
doing?
people doing in the
What are you
rehearsal space?
doing?
We're like, okay, can we fit our drums in? Like, that's it.
Yeah.
The sort of,
Crazy.
I don't know.
I think that was the main weird one that.
I like the
Throwing
idea.
stars.
He threw in the idea about having a mini fridge.
Yeah.
I kind of
We could do that. We could do that
Awesome.
for sure.
Gatorade.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Just
stay
like
hydrated.
water.
Yeah,
Water, cold water. There isn't a water fountain
Kinda
there
fun.
actually,
Yeah.
so that
Yeah,
would
there
be
wasn't.
smart.
We can get one of those Marshall fridges.
I'm not gonna lie. I had one back
Oh
home.
my god, I used to want one so bad when I was younger.
We can do light strips.
Oh, this man, he was hyped about his light strips.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He was just like, see this little lip right here? You can just put light
Little
strips
lip.
all around it.
So sick.
So sick.
Yeah, I'm excited, guys.
Maybe we will.
It's fun to know that we can play again. I think that was if personally for me, and I know you guys mentioned this, but like playing together is one of my favorite parts of being in the band, and it's just satisfying, you know.
Yeah.
So it's fun to know that that's going to come back.
I think there is a connection that we make when we play together,
Yeah.
For sure.
because we talk about it usually. Oh, this is a fun little quick segment. We do an MVP of every show.
Yeah,
Oh,
we
yeah.
do.
Yeah.
I forgot
Um,
about that because we haven't played any shows.
We haven't played any shows, but we started this thing a while back where we would basically just try to not outcompete each other because it is like a group task, but whoever did the most or helped out the most or just gave the best performance at a show or whatever
Would win.
would win MVP. We just like would vote on it in our group
Yeah.
chat.
It's just like our own little motivator to just be our best
Yeah.
selves.
Yeah.
Yeah, because sometimes it's hard. Like if you have a really long day, or like just a shitty day at work or whatever, and coming to a show can be tough because sometimes you like just like it's hard to be around people after that. But if you have that like tiny motivator of like I'm gonna be the MVP this show, like you will be better. But yeah, there's that connection of just like being on stage and interacting with each other. And like,
Yeah.
I think there were times in our last couple shows that we played where I was even joking during the show where I would like lean over to you and be like, I'm MVP.
Yep,
And we'd be like,
trash talk
"Nuh-uh."
going on.
Yeah. Like in the middle of a show, like if I'm not playing or if I'm not singing at the moment, I'll be like, I got MVP. And then like, just as a joke, but we'll do it for like a couple different things. We'll do like pre-show MVP,
Oh, yeah.
actual show MVP, and then post-show MVP, just because it's a lot of effort to load in, make sure that you meet everyone and are just like your best self when you are meeting people, just actually interacting in like a way that is genuine. Obviously.
Playing the actual music at the show is only like a small part of it.
Yeah.
All the
It
other
literally
stuff
is.
is actually most of the show.
It's
Yeah.
only half an hour of the fucking
Yep.
6 hours that were there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that half an hour is the best, obviously. But
Yeah.
the other stuff is so important too, because like you have to make sure that you come across as like a great band on and off the stage, right? So like, and then after the show, we kind of have like our roles designated, which is really sick. Because Josh and I were talking, I guess it was fucking long ago because we haven't played a show in forever, but. I think I came into his room after a show one time. I was like, hey, man, like, I'm sorry I didn't, like, help clean up as much. He's like, honestly, I don't mind. He's like, because your job as frontman is to go make sure that you meet everyone and talk to everyone and they get to, like, see you. And I was like, oh, okay, fair. Like, sure. Because I always feel bad because singers in general have that stigma of just being like, I played my show later.
It's funny because you do joke about that too. We're like carrying all this shit, and Tucker will just incidentally have just like one little thing in his hand. He's like, oh, well, I'm the singer. I got my stuff.
Yeah.
And Josh is carrying like 6 drums and cymbals.
Or sometimes I'll carry, like, all of Mason's stuff. Oh, just to be clear, sometimes I carry a lot of stuff.
yeah.
And I'll come back and I'll joke about it, and I'll grab like just my microphone after a show and be like, all right, guys, I'm heading out. Or Mason will be like, oh, I already grabbed my stuff. And I'll be like, oh, that's cool. I grabbed mine too. Because he didn't like help with the drums. Because drums are like a whole,
Oh my god.
that's a team worth of people to get out.
So basically, we're saying that you're a pain in the ass, Josh.
Yeah.
yeah.
About that.
If you could be a little better, that'd be cool.
Yeah, you really weigh us down.
All right.
Sorry, that's too far.
That just got like hurtful. It wasn't, even, it wasn't even like a joke.
I was just going for
I'll
blood.
just switch to like marching snare.
Yeah, there
I
we
just
go.
like show up. I'm like, okay, let's go.
Put the rest in the track.
Yeah.
You should just play SPD now. Just a little drum pad.
I enjoy it.
We don't even need
So
a kick
cool.
drum anymore. Josh will sit like center front stage.
Yeah, marching snare.
Oh, that adjust.
Like this video if you want to see Josh on the marching snare.
We'll give him a mid-show solo where he walks up with a snare strapped to his chest.
That's actually so funny. Oh my god.
I would like some like tenor drums, like some quads.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Octopusing.
Have
That's
you
sick.
ever?
Sick, right? Very cool. We gotta cut it out of this.
Hold on. Before I cut us back in, are you laughing at octopusing?
Dude,
It was
all
good. It was good.
Is there a James Bond movie called Octopussy?
That's what I think it is.
It's a thing. Let me look it up real quick.
No.
I think it actually. I think he's onto something. I think he's.
James Bond, Octopus.
I don't think he's that
Wait,
far off.
really? No.
It exists.
Yeah.
What?
No.
Yeah.
Wait.
It's totally a thing.
It's actually a thing.
Which James Bond was that?
It's like 1974 or something.
1983.
Oh,
What's the actor?
I don't even think there were James Bond movies in the 70s.
Roger Moore.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's James Bond.
Oh, there's a woman that plays Octopussy.
Gotcha.
That is her character name. Okay. I'm wrong.
All right.
What were we talking about?
Oh, the rehearsal room.
Performing.
Performing. MVP.
All right. I got a question actually.
Okay. What's up?
Tucker and I were talking about this before the podcast. Amin and Josh specifically, because we've already had this. Pancakes or waffles?
French toast.
He already ruined it for you because
I was gonna throw in French toast after and be like, does
Sorry.
this change anything?
Sorry.
Are you waffles or pancakes first?
waffles or
I
pasta.
almost said
I
waffles
would
or
choose
pasta.
pancakes though.
You would choose pancakes?
I feel like I just have different moods. I think they're different animals.
All right, let me
My answer was the exact
let
same.
me see what I
Okay.
did to Tucker. Homemade, you're making something. Is it pancakes or waffles? Or you made pancakes and waffles, which one's gonna taste better?
I don't know how to cook.
All right, Tucker makes pancakes and Tucker makes waffles. Which one are you gonna have?
They both gonna taste like trash though.
Bro.
Boom.
I think personally, pancakes are like at home. Pancakes always make more sense,
Okay.
but just because sometimes if waffles are, I don't like when they're way too crispy, and I don't like when they're too soft.
Okay.
So when you go to a really nice restaurant that like does waffles really good, you're like, oh man, waffles! Like this is gonna be good.
One of my follow-up questions: you go to a restaurant, you get pancakes or waffles?
Probably waffles.
You
like,
get
I like a
waffles.
good Belgian
Tucker said
waffles with-
pancakes. I
with
said
fruit.
waffles.
So mine is the exact opposite, Josh. When I make both, I would prefer to eat waffles at home because I feel like I do waffles well. I do pancakes well too, but there's something about a restaurant's pancakes, like a good breakfast place's
Like a
pancakes.
flapjack.
Yeah, where they're just like super fluffy and
Fluffy, yeah, yeah.
buttery and like
That's true. That's
Ah.
true.
Last one, IHOP specifically, waffles or pancakes?
Pancakes.
yeah.
I
Yeah,
feel like that's
obviously.
what
I
everyone's
feel like
saying.
that's
House
so
of-
obvious.
I've
Yeah.
never had waffles at IHOP.
Yeah, me
Me neither.
either.
I think I might have had it like once, but
All right.
but you do pancakes, obviously.
Now let me throw this in the mix. I throw
Always
in
have diarrhea,
French
though.
toast to this.
Okay.
What answers change?
Sorry, with French toast.
I throw in French toast. What answers are gonna change?
French toast is all right.
Because
It's kinda
I
like- to me, realistically, it's sort of the same as pancakes.
So, what I said
Like it does the same thing for me.
is that go to a fancy restaurant, French toast.
French toast at restaurants
Because
are fire.
They're gonna use good bread
Okay, yeah.
and
that's
they're
true.
gonna put good toppings on it.
Good fruits.
I have something to tell you guys real quick, and this is related to what you're saying. And I don't
Huh.
know if you know this about me, but I have French toast for breakfast every single day.
No.
For the past like maybe
What?
9 months, I've had French toast for breakfast. It's my only breakfast.
Are you
I
serious?
swear.
So you take the bread, you make the eggs.
So I make them only with egg whites.
Gross.
So they're okay. I'm gonna make them for you sometime.
Okay.
But they're really good. Just because I don't use like sugar or anything. I use Splenda. It's fake sugar. It's 0 calorie. But okay.
He's really
you'll
60
try it
years old.
sometime.
He's really like
Dude.
turning me off to this. He's like, take French toast, right?
Get
Everything
rid of the
that's good
fun
about it,
things.
I also use
Take 'em out.
sugar-free syrup. Okay.
I don't
Is
even
it
want to
is
try
it at
I
least
mean.
like maple syrup? Like
Like no, it
that's
tastes
not
like
sh-
pancake syrup. You know. Which is not, like the Aunt Jemima style type of thing. You know.
so
what I
you
mean?
get Aunt Jemima, but you get sugar free,
Well, it's not Aunt Jemima. It's like a different brand.
right?
Well,
But it's,
because,
like,
dude, I don't
thick.
want all the sugar and calories. Like, whatever.
Totally.
Anyways, I literally have it every single day, and it's great.
I've said it last week. I will say it again. I mean, you are an enigma. I do
Dude,
not
you're-
know
Don't knock
you.
it till you try it. I think you'll
Hold
like
on.
it.
Okay, so now that we're just talking about what Amin eats, can I just like
Oh,
go on
God.
to say that like this man has the weirdest diet. Like
It
we'll,
is-
we'll move on
oh.
to ours in a second, but like this man has the weirdest diet I've ever seen anyone eat.
My memory is lacking. Someone's gonna have to
So,
remind me.
Like when we would be writing or like in the studio at home or whatever, this man would go get like eggs from 7-Eleven.
Oh yeah, like the
And like,
pre-boiled.
and
I
like,
did that a
and
couple
like
times.
meat sticks.
yeah.
Meat sticks, eggs, and cheese and nuts. And like,
Yeah.
so for example, on our car ride to Nashville,
That was especially bad.
this
16
was-
hours.
oh my God. And this man ate so many meat sticks.
We're gonna talk about it.
And protein bars.
And
It was
that's what it was. Protein bars. He ate so many. And this man just would not stop farting the
was
whole
really
way.
bad.
It's
Like,
crazy.
No. You don't understand. It wasn't
my
like a
God.
normal, like, oh, someone farted in the car, like it smells bad. It was like, I almost gagged a couple times. That's how bad it was. Because that's all he was eating. He
Protein.
didn't eat anything else other than meat and protein bars.
I really like the development of like how it came along because at first we were on a road trip, we were excited, like we're going to Nashville, and it was like, oh, ha, ha, he farted. Well, oh, it stinks. Ha, ha. And then like slowly as the hours go by, they would get like
Wait.
really, really
Wait,
pissed.
if I'm not mistaken, you got tuna at a gas station, didn't you?
Yes.
Did I get tuna? I think I ate it outside.
ate it
with-
outside
Yeah,
the
because I
bar.
got mad because I hate the smell of tuna. So I was just like, well, okay, first of all, too, this was like my first time driving my new car,
Yeah.
and I was just like, he got tuna at the. It was like the first or second stop. It
I was
like for
trying to be
lunch.
as healthy as possible, okay? And it came at a cost. And I'm not saying eating meat sticks is like the healthiest thing, along with like 3 protein bars plus a day.
It's kind of like paleo, but
I don't
with
know. I was
preservatives.
just trying my best. I just didn't want to eat like total junk food.
That's
Even-
what you did.
Well, like,
That's
A
kinda what
Slim
you
Jim
did, though.
isn't like.
well, I didn't eat Slim Jims.
Oh, I'm
Jack
sorry.
Links, bro. Okay.
Sorry. Dude, this man, it was so. He's exactly right, though. It started off as like a progression because at first we were like, this is sick. Like, this would be like kind of what touring is like. That's so fun. Like, oh, this is great. He like
farted a
farted.
little.
Oh, he
Oh,
farted.
that's
That's
cute.
funny. Like, we'll roll the windows down. It's funny. Like 3 hours in, it's like he farted and we're like, bro, you got to stop. Like, that smells really bad.
It lingered too. It
Yeah,
wasn't
it-
like
you would roll the windows down, like roll them up, and like it stayed in the car. Or he would
It
just
wa-
like it
it
was
was
just
in
like a
the seats.
stream
It's
of
the leather.
gas.
It's the leather.
yeah.
So 12 hours in, Josh and I had enough.
They kept getting worse.
Yeah.
I don't know why. Even when I ran out of meat sticks.
Because they started digesting finally.
I just kept eating more and more meat sticks and
And finally we just got to this point
tried to get
where
rid of the smell.
it just got worse. Josh and I got to this point where we would smell it and go, Amin, stop! It's not funny anymore. Because they smelled so bad. Like it wasn't
Honestly,
funny.
Thank God you didn't do that on the way home. I wasn't in the car on the way there, but I was on the way back. Thank God.
Yeah, I didn't have, any more meat sticks.
On the way
and
back, we
stuff.
did wasn't that like the worst KFC ever?
Yeah.
That was very disappointing.
I had the worst KFC I've ever had in my life.
I forget what the
It was
little
sad,
town
actually.
was called.
So like the inside was sad, the food was sad, the bathroom only put out boiling water out of the sink.
God.
And fast.
Yeah.
It
Fast and
totally
hard.
did.
Like it had the highest water pressure of only boiling, steaming water.
I remember I like I don't have the video anymore, but I filmed it and I was like, why? I was like, because it would splash everywhere, and the amount of steam that was coming off this water, I was like, I
crazy.
can't. I remember I burnt the shit
They
out of
didn't
my
have
hands.
like paper towels, so I was just like, do I just walk out with soapy hands or what? It was like such a dilemma.
You couldn't put them under the water, and I did at first. And I remember doing it and going, fuck, and like ripping my hands out, and my hands are just like blood red. I was like, ow. Anyway. Yeah, what a trip that was. That was such a and let's talk about the show that we played too. Remember how we were like, oh, we're gonna play 90 minutes of music. We played for 2.5 hours. We just started pulling things out of our ass
Yeah.
at that
Started
point.
singing songs.
Yeah, one time we were just like, all right, let's play chicken fried.
I mean, you know, chicken fried. Yeah.
These Nashville folks are gonna love that.
So that was actually such a fun experience because the guy who hit us up, Alex, I think.
I think it was
I think it was Alex.
Oh, by the way, it was Hagerstown KFC.
Hagerstown KFC, get
Sorry,
your
real quick.
shit straight.
Um,
Was that Virginia?
I think it was in
Oh.
Virginia.
Something like that.
but we talked to Alex. He owns this very nice restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
Dallas and Jane. That's what it's called.
Yeah.
Great
Very
restaurant.
good.
Check it out. Very, very good food. Incredible like environment.
Very nice guy.
He hit us up on Instagram. Was like, "You guys want to come play an acoustic set over this 7-course meal?" And we were like, "Okay, sure. Like, why not? That sounds great." And he was like, "Yeah, it'll be about 90 minutes." And we're like, "Cool, that's totally fine." So we get down there and we, we're playing our set, and like just because I think we could have played 90 minutes of music and it would have been fine. Like we could have stopped.
Yeah.
But I think in my head I was like, they're still eating. Like they're on course
We
4.
gotta keep going.
So like let's just keep playing songs. We started whipping out like chicken fried. We made a mean sing.
I did.
You did good.
What was the other one? Brown Eyed Girl.
Brown eyed girl, yeah.
Yeah, dude.
That was interesting.
Yeah. That was such an interesting like experience.
It was a funny moment when we got through like half our set list and we were like, holy shit, that was 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And they're like, they don't even have food yet.
Oh my god.
Wait, can we talk about how we played If There's a God in 6/8?
Yeah.
We
Yeah, by accident.
yeah.
Dude, the issue was okay. First of all, people just don't know what 6/8 is. Basically, yeah.
Instead of 1, 2, 3, 4, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Like
yeah.
yeah, like
It's
like
waltzy.
slow
It just feels
groove.
different,
Yeah,
yeah.
like waltzy. And we started playing it, and I remember singing and being like, I don't know where to put these words because we're like, this song does not
Yeah.
work in 6/8.
we just started it and then we finished it. We should have after that then played it in the
In
correct
4/4.
time.
We literally went
Just as
"If
another
there's
song."
a God out there. I was like, what did we do? The issue was we played too many 6/8 songs in a row.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
we're
we're just like, this is
6/8
the
world
groove right now.
It's so funny though when you sing it like that because it's just not good in 6/8. Like
No.
the song sentiment makes no sense. in
Sounds like
6/8.
Johnny Cash almost. or
Yeah,
something.
kinda.
Oh
The
my
way you sang it.
God, that's so funny.
What a time. All right. Anyways, what I was saying was how would you do if I threw crepes into the mix?
Oh, we're back. We're back to that. Okay, go.
Crepes are actually really
Crepes
good.
are great.
You
They're
came
always
back
good.
to it.
Actually, crepes are like pretty much always good. You can't really have like a bad crepe. You can have a really, really good crepe though.
This is what I said. I said crepes will always beat
Yeah.
anything for me.
Because realistically, they're really basic.
The only time
It's
I
about
feel
the
like you don't get
ingredients.
crepes is when you're like, I'm not in the mood for Nutella.
Exactly. Yeah, because some places like only do Nutella crepes.
Mm-hmm.
And they're so good.
Lemon and sugar crepes.
I don't like them when they're too crispy. Sometimes
Yeah.
when they give you like
fair.
the folded ones.
But is it
They get
bad?
really messy when they're crispy too.
But is it bad?
It's just not my favorite.
Yeah.
You know, it's not
I will
ideal.
say, Crave down the street, sick crepes.
I was looking at them this morning.
So good. When's your next day off?
Tomorrow.
Crepes?
I'm
They
doing
won't
I
be
will
here.
say they were really expensive when I was
They're like
looking at
13,
Yeah.
14.
I'm doing it.
like crazy expensive.
I'm doing it. I don't care.
I was looking at like what if I ordered like a full breakfast, like how much I would pay, and I was like,
They're like 20.
yeah, like $22. I was like,
But you have
I
to
don't know.
only get crepes, and then that's it.
yeah, then you'll be at the 16 mark.
Yeah.
Great.
I feel like this podcast was all over the place.
Yeah,
really was.
Yeah, I don't know what mood we're in today.
We're just in
but-
like a very interesting mood.
I think it's the lighting.
I think it's the
we're
lighting,
trying
too.
out new lighting. It's later in the day than we usually do.
Hey guys, don't forget to smash that subscribe button. Leave a comment and a like.
Don't worry,
We
I'll
should
I'll,
put
I'll,
the,
I'll insert that video of Josh. Yeah.
Good,
Yeah.
good.
I want to remind you guys to smash that like button, hit the subscribe, and turn on that bell notification.
Good, good. So
Send that to me.
I think this is where we need to end it because we're
Yeah.
getting
Yeah.
long and we're getting rambly.
Yeah.
I agree.
Next week will be better.
We'll be better at
No,
it.
we won't.
Yeah, it will. Yeah, it will. All right, guys. Play
All
us
right.
off, Amin.
All right, guys. Here we go.
It's going to be playing.
Yeah.
It's playing right now.
Yeah.
I bet you it's playing still.
It's probably playing.
I can just keep repeating it. That's the
Really?
best part,
Yep.
yeah.
Ready? Restart it.
Oh yeah, that was sick.
Nice.
dude.
All right, bye guys.
All right, enjoy the weekend. I mean your week because this is Sunday
Come
night.
out on Sunday.
We love you.
Nice.
Bye.